In this video, we are going to learn about HTML attributes. So what are HTML attributes? All HTML elements can have attributes. Attributes provide additional information about the elements. Attributes are always specified in the start tag, so it's not going to be in the end tag. Attributes usually comes in name and value pairs like this. So it must have a name and in quotation, it is going to have a value. Now let's have a look at some of the attributes. Let's begin with the href attribute. Here we have the anchor tag. This anchor tag defines a hyperlink. If you click on this link, it's going to take you to that link. The href attributes specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So if you click visit Google, it is going to take you to whatever you write here in this value. So href is the name and the value is the whatever web page you want your users to go to. Now, the src attribute. If you use image tag, you must use the src attribute. It stands for source. So what are the source? What is the source that your image is coming from? The image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The source attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. So you can use a href or a link to your image, or you can use the existing image that you have in your folder. Whatever you have, you can write that in the source. Then we have the width and height of the attribute. Now imagine if you have a image, but you want it to show in a specific width and height. You can mention the width and height using these width and height attributes. And then we have alt. It must be present in an image tag. This required alt attributes for the image tag specifies an alternate text for an image. If the image for some reason can be displayed. Now, why it cannot be displayed? Maybe because your user have slow connection, an error, or if the user is reading a screen reader. So this alt tag is going to be displayed there. Or if your user is using an screen reader, it can just say it out loud that the girl with the jacket is this image is showing a picture with the girl with the jacket. Then we have an style attribute. This style attribute is used to add style to an element such as color, font size, and more. So if you write font and then give 20 pixel, it's going to show the font in 20 pixel. Then we have the lang attribute that you have already saw in the previous video. You should always include the lang attribute inside the HTML tag to declare the language of the web page. This is meant to assist search engines and browsers. Country codes can also be used. If you can use the lang attribute like this. And lastly, we have the title attribute. The title, I'm a tooltip. This is a paragraph. This title attribute defines some extra information about an element. Now, you are not going to see that element whenever you visit the web page. Whenever you hover over the paragraph, then you are going to see that title. So this is basically the theory portion. Now let's move on to our practical session. Now I have created a index.html file and I have opened it up in the live server as well. So we are going to look at some HTML attributes. First attribute we are going to look at is the href attribute. So if I write the anchor tag a and then close it and write href and write www.https www.google.com and inside the anchor tag if I write visit Google, Now, if I click here, it is going to take me to the Google page. Let's go back. Now, the next attribute we are going to look at is image, so the source attribute. Now, if I any kind of source, if you give the source like www.google.com, and then it is going to show you that image. Let me find a source. Now let's take source from Google. If I visit Google and right click and copy image address and then go back, and if I put the image address inside the source, I can see that in my web page I can see that image. Now let's use width and height attribute. Width is going to be, let's just say 200. See, it shrunk. And height is going to be also 200. I can use width and height to get the exact width and height of my image. And now I'm going to use the alt attribute. Let's just say this is a Google logo. Now screen readers can read that as well. Now I'm going to use the style attribute. So this is Google paragraph, and I'm going to use style. Now style will have color red. See, this paragraph now has red color. If I write yellow, the color is going to be yellow, cannot see. So green, let's just say green. You can see the color has changed to green. Now let's use the title attribute as well. This is title attribute. Let's change it to style attribute. And if I use title equal, and I am a title attribute. So you cannot see it right now, but if I hover over it, you can see that I am a title attribute. So these are all the attributes.